Thank you, Madam Speaker. There are two issues here, and I want to address the first one first. The first is to Representative Zokai. I do not believe the behavior that was exhibited was right. And I have seen degrading behavior from both sides of the aisle since I have been here. And I think we must do better as an institution to preserve the integrity of this institution. We should absolutely do better. And we need to commit to doing that for the integrity of the institution and for the people we serve. And so if there's an apology you're looking for from me, I am sorry that this happened to you. I am. And I said that day. Now, the challenges to my character, to my integrity, I want to address that because that is unfair. First, on April 11th, when the incident happened, I wasn't here that day. I hardly ever take a day off, but I was excused for something that was court-ordered. I had no choice. I could not be here on April 11th. On April 14th, I came back to the chamber. We had a conversation. You and I had a conversation. I didn't see the signal chat. You don't have to believe me. I am telling you, I didn't see the signal chat. I did not know. When you and I had a conversation, I did not know. And I committed to trying to find out who posted the picture on the internet. Then, later, I realized, I was told, still have never read it, that it was Representative Armagost. I had a conversation with your majority leader, your leadership, and I told her it was Representative Armagost. And I'm sorry that she had bills with Representative Armagost that was more important than your safety.
Members.
My integrity, my character has been assaulted, and I have the right to defend myself. You all can think whatever you want of me. Me and my God, we know the truth. And then, through a Cora request that I had to go through in order to get not just the footage, but also the Cora request for the footage, so this is April 14th, we have that conversation. On April 17th, the chief clerk submitted a Cora request to Colorado Public Safety for a copy of the recording to determine for themselves who had taken the picture. That response was received on the 17th and answered on the 18th. Your leadership knew on April 18th that it was Representative Armagost. In the conversation I had with the majority leader on the 14th, she said that I should talk to members of my caucus, which I did. I do not condone the behavior, and I was very strict about that. And after that conversation on April 14th, not one person asked me about it. Not the majority leader, she already knew. Not the speaker, and I can tell you from conversations with the speaker and past behavior that anytime some member of my caucus, and there are some people who are shaking their heads, have done anything, I have been called multiple times into the speaker's office about what the remedy is to make her caucus happy. Not one conversation. Not one conversation after that April 14th conversation. Not one conversation after you received that footage on April 18th. Not one from anybody on the other side of the aisle. And I could prove all of this because instead of being able to focus, I have had to clear my name, which is unfair. And you talk about being a survivor, I'm a survivor too. I've been through stuff. And for this to happen, I'm a single mom raising 2 kids on my own. I show up every day. And every day that you're not here, I still show up. And I show up for my caucus every day. And nobody's perfect in this room. Nobody. But I have 3 jobs outside of the legislature where my character and integrity are incredibly important. I am not a liar. I am not. And I do not appreciate even impugning that I would be a liar, especially in a situation like this. That is not fair and it's not right, and you all know it. I have come to this place with my whole heart to do right by the people of Colorado. Much to the chagrin for many of the people in my caucus who can say they don't agree with what I believe is right for the people of Colorado. I have worked across the aisle to try to propose legislation. I have worked with the majority leader to protect children and families and survivors in my time here. And the fact that we're going to use this to discredit me is beyond imaginable. I show up every day to work for this institution, for the integrity of this institution, and for these people, for the people that we are here to serve. And I cannot imagine what is going through some of your heads right now. I really cannot. I trusted you. I trusted you. And it is horrible. I'm going to end on this, and you all can come up here and go say that I'm a liar for the 16th time. You know what? The people in this building know my character. The people outside this building know my character. I have never been questioned for my character or my integrity, ever, not one time in my life. But I want to end on, I am sorry this happened to you. I do not condone the behavior. And I did everything that is in our process, which is to consult with majority leadership. I have done everything I was supposed to do, and if there was more, a conversation would have been nice. But that is not what happened. I have children too. I understand how scared you are. I am scared every day. I sit in this chair and wonder if I'm a good enough mom to them, if they deserve better than what I have done, because I have made sacrifices for them. I understand you. I understand. And I'm sorry. But I didn't do this to you. And it is unfair that I was brought into this to challenge my integrity and my character. It is unfair. And so, I will end on, we all are better than this. All of us, every single person in this room, we are better than this. And we need to show the people of Colorado we are better than this. And if anybody has any questions about my character, that can stay on you. But like I said, me and my God, we know exactly the truth, and I have nothing to go to confession for next Sunday. And with that, let's do better as an organization. Let's do better as a house on both sides of the aisle. The people of Colorado deserve that, but we, all as colleagues, deserve that mutual respect. Thank you.